It seems that the Indian government's decision of reviewing imports of electronics and information technology products from China due to concerns over security and data leakages has miffed Beijing. In an article published in Global Times, says such steps taken by India can go wrong and could give a wrong direction for bilateral ties between the two countries. The article also said that such impulsive actions often led to regrets and it won't do good to New Delhi. It further said that a trade war is unaffordable for India and will deepen India's trade imbalance. Also asking India to avoid such steps, the review comes amidst the ongoing standoff between India and China in Sikkim and may signal the onset of a strategic trade war. Now, India's Information and Technology Ministry has given smartphone companies on August 28th a deadline to detail how they would ensure and protect user data. If their replies are not satisfactory, penalties will be levied. Majority of these companies are from China. The top 3 selling smartphones in India are Chinese, which are Xiaomi, Vivo and Oppo. Suspicions about the malware in Chinese communication and telecom equipments is now growing. Last year, India abandoned some Chinese smartphones that lacked security features. In 2014, the Air Force warned its personnel from using Xiaomi-branded mobile devices. And in that same year, the Chinese firm Huawei was named in a hacking incident which involved Bharat Sanchar Nigam. Meanwhile, the Doklam standoff may have had little effect on India, but it forced the government to rethink its import strategy. India's IT industry dependence is worth nearly $22 billion, while several other Indian sectors are massively dependent on China. Take a look at this report.
China has penetrated Indian markets in past 10 years. Pharma, power equipment, telecom, electronics, automobiles, you name it, majority sectors are dependent on Chinese imports. Let's talk about pharma sector, which is entirely dependent on China for active pharmaceutical ingredients. WION has learnt Indian government is working out a solution. Research agency RIS suggests 90% ingredients for life-saving drugs are imported from China. More than 50% essential drugs such as antibiotics and vitamins too are imported from China. What more? 90% hospital equipment are being imported from China. Experts say the situation is grim.
जहाँ तक गैजेट्स का सवाल है, जहाँ तक इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स का सवाल है जो हम पावर सप्लाई में इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, हमारी डिपेंडेंस मुझे लगता है कि 60% पार कर चुकी है और वो जो पार कर रहा है वो एक मेजर हमारे लिए चैलेंज है.
The situation is no different in the power sector, where 60% equipment is imported from China. Indian Institute of Foreign Trade data show 88% monitors used for data processing are imported from China. 95% telephone equipment, 95% electric products and almost all mercury batteries we use are made in China. Imports in umbrellas, leather products, silk and even toys are well beyond a whopping 80%. So can China afford to alienate such a big market?
Slowly and slowly the country has become very dependent on China. So there are two things. One, either the country develops its own indigenous capacity to manufacture, and which I think the Prime Minister came out with the strategy of what we call as a Make in India.
India's trade deficit with China stands at $51 billion. India's penetration in Chinese markets is mere 0.7%. Experts say India is not yet a big market for China. That explains China's games in Doklam. So the question is, has time come for India to start ending dependence on China at a war footing? Has Doklam given us an opportunity to supplement border strategy with a smarter Make in India strategy to tame the dragon? Bureau Report, WION.